I'm Dennis Farrell. It's time for another fantasy selfie for Fox Sports Detroit and the Fantasy Sports Network here at Buffalo Wild Wings in Woodhaven, Michigan, my home away from home. Today we're talking fantasy baseball and some must-add pickups that are flying under the radar of most people. It feels like Bizarro World. Each week I'm offering up a Houston Astro player for you to pick up, and now a Florida Marlin guy? That's right. But first, Billy Butler owned in 44% of leagues. The downside of him is he only plays utility or your DH spot. The upside, he's got 10 RBIs in his last 6 games, only went hitless in his last 13 games, and in his last 8 games he has 13 hits and 7 runs. If he's available on your waiver wire, he is definitely a must-add. He's always been a great player to hit for average, but no power. Go out, pick up Billy Butler if you can. Next is Andrew Heaney, Florida Marlin top prospect. Only owned in 19% of leagues right now. He should be making his start on Friday. Now, if you're apprehensive and he's still available on Friday, you should probably go pick him up if he has a pretty good outing. A little insight on what he's done so far. Between AA and AAA, he has a 79 to 15 K to ball ratio in 76 innings. He has 7-2 at a 2.47 ERA. Now that's pretty impressive to me. I don't know about you, so if you need pitching and you're looking for a top prospect, he's probably your guy. Matt Dominguez, third baseman for Houston. Here's another guy I'm pretty high on, but right now he's in the middle of a hot streak. Go out and pick him up if you need a bat for probably the next week or so. After going 0 for 9, Matt has turned it around. Last 4 games, he has 7 hits, 2 runs, 5 RBIs, and 1 home run in that time. I don't know if that hot streak will keep going, but for now, if you need a utility player or a third baseman, stick him in. It's a Houston Astro, I guess. James Jones, if you need speed, he's your guy. On the season, he's batting .291, 23 runs, 6 RBIs, and 11 stolen bases. Obviously, his value is in runs and stolen bases. But he does have 7 hits in his last 4 games and 4 stolen bases and 3 runs. And don't forget, if you need a larger picture, he has 16 hits in his last 12 games. So speed kills. Tommy La Stella, I've mentioned him in a few videos. He's still out there in 19% of leagues, second baseman for Atlanta. He's batting .364, 6 runs, 6 RBIs, 15 hits in his last 12 games. He's only gone hitless twice over that time. And finally, Eugenio Suarez from the Detroit Tigers. He's eligible at shortstop and third baseman, only owned in 8% of leagues. He's batting .333 with 9 runs, 3 home runs, and 6 RBIs. Now, he's got 10 hits in his last 9 games with 6 RBIs. Shortstop is pretty thin right now on the waiver wires. He's not lighting the world on fire, but I would still pick him up if you can live without some RBIs. He does have a little bit of pop, but that's going to come sporadically. I'm Dennis Farrell. This was a fantasy selfie. You can follow me on Twitter at Dennis77Farrell. And if you're looking for a web-based place to find me, you can find me at thefantasychronicles.com. And as always, Hail Hydra.